Hello, everybody. This is Dana Talverk, and today I'm just doing a quick little showcase of one of the projects I've been working on for a while. Uh, it's getting pretty close to when uh, I will no longer be in possession of this, so I just wanted to get a video of it quick, just kind of show it off. So, this project I made as a gift for somebody. So I just kind of tried to put the best of everything I could do into it. Um, so the legs come off of the Megami device Jaeger Edelweiss. The thigh parts, the torso, come off of a resin conversion kit, which if you're around like model kit YouTube and stuff, Zaku Errorless did 2 customs using this exact same torso piece. Uh, the head comes off of the Megami device, Chaos and Pretty Magical Girl Darkness, which really the only part of that really matters between the 2 variants of that kit is the face. The face is specifically from the darkness version. You could get the exact same haircut from the regular version, but the specific face I have on it is from darkness. The backpack unit is from the high grade Universal Century Zagok experiment. And basically what I did for that, because the rest of this it's pretty much built how it was originally, but I just painted it. Obviously the resin kit is an exception, and unfortunately I don't know if there's a variant or like a way you could do it. I guess maybe if you got like a little drill in there, I'm sure there's some way you could actually make posable legs version of the resin kit's body, but since I didn't have the tool to do that specific modification, I just went with non-posable legs because I figured the person I'm giving this to is probably just going to put it on a shelf, not really mess with it too much. So I just made it so there was less stuff that could come loose and stuff. But the backpack, I just built the normal Zagak E arms, but then I took the inner frame for the torso and basically I just trimmed down the distance between the shoulders and the center of the torso, so it was basically just a lot shorter. I just kind of cut off like the bits of it that were easy to cut off. I didn't cut off the whole section, just some of the easier ones to cut off. I could have also just made a completely custom connection, but I decided to use something from that kit since I'm already taking the arms off of it. It's not really going to be functional anyway, so I may as well just use the actual bits from the kit to make it. The rest of the backpack is made from a MSG joint set. I believe it's the I want to say it's the foldable arms or something. Anyway, it's a set of just arms on, well, just a set of a bunch of different joints, and it comes with male to male pegs and female to female joint sections. And then this part here is from the Rapid Raider. More specifically, it's from uh, a knockoff version of the Rapid Raider, the Pretty Armor Bike Versakura, I think is its name. I forget, and I have the box put away because it's a knockoff. I'm not going to display the box, but it uses that piece. Now for paints, the only parts that are painted are the main body and then anything you see that's bronze. I didn't paint the skin tones just because I didn't have skin tone paints and I didn't want to have to re-deco the whole face. So I just tried to choose a face that matched somewhat the skin color that the resin kit was cast in. For the bronze, I used Rust-Oleum Bright Coat Metallic Finish bronze. For the black, I used, I believe it's matte, Rust-Oleum Matte Black. I think it's matte black, and it's just the finish I put over it made it look different, but I might be wrong. Then for the gray of the hoodie, because that's the only gray on this that's painted, I used the Rust-Oleum gray primer. I was originally going to prime the hoodie and paint it a different color, but I liked the way the primer set on the resin that I just left it with the primer. For the head, I used... for the hair, I used Rust-Oleum, I want to say semi-gloss, aubergine, or maybe it was satin. I forget because I don't use that color a lot. Because I had bought the aubergine for a Titan's test team paint scheme that I was doing, but then it didn't turn out well. So then I just had a whole can of it that I never used, and I figured, oh, I'm painting hair on a kit, so I guess this color would work better for hair than it would for actual armor color. So as for stuff that can actually still move on this kit, basically it's just the neck, the twin tails, and then everything with the arms can still move, including the claws. But the leg section cannot move except for these heel spurs. They can still move, but that's about it. The stand can rotate, but I wouldn't recommend it. It can come off the stand as well, but you have to be careful with how you get it off. The backpack can come off, but it can't come off at the section that attaches to the stand. It comes off at this joint right here. So you can't remove it with the part that looks like it should be removed. You can only remove it with this piece. But the nice thing about this piece being where it can be removed is if at any point in the future the person I'm giving this to wants me to make different backpack systems, I still have some of the joints left over from that knockoff Rapid Raider. So I could, and I have this specific piece left over, the part that doesn't remove. So I can use that as a base while I'm designing the new backpack system. And this has 2 pegs here, so I could have something come off. And this has a peg here, so I could put something off. So if I ever wanted to make alternate backpacks, I could pretty easily do that with this. As for the base that it's on, because it is a custom base, it's just a piece of ceramics. You can see bottom there, it's just some ceramics. It's a slab that I shaved off part of it and left this upwards raised like sidewalk sort of thing. So it's got this sidewalk with all these cracks and stuff. This bit wasn't intentional. This happened when it was in the kiln, which some of the stuff flipped up and like these little white spots. I think that was someone else's thing that was in the kiln at the same time, and something must have happened and it got on there. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this project. I think it turned out pretty good. I think I chose some fitting stuff to combine it with. I think the color scheme turned out pretty nice, despite it literally being me looking at paints I had left over from other projects and trying to find a color scheme in the paints that were left over. But overall, I think this project turned out really good. I'm really proud of it, and I I really hope the person I'm giving it to will like having it and be appreciative of what I did. But overall, it's pretty good. This video, I'm not going to put this video up until after the person I'm giving this to gets it, so I don't spoil the surprise. So until that person receives this video won't go up. So unfortunately, if you put in like the comments or whatever, you want to see more stuff with this specific thing, I'll either have already filmed more stuff or I cannot film any more stuff because I've already given it away. But this has been Dana Talverk. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll try and get some more content in, but I've kind of been a lot more busy this year than I have previous years, and previous years I was already spotty with content, so I don't think there's going to be too much content over the summer, and probably not any over like fall. So yeah, unfortunately there's going to be a bit of a content drought probably, but there's not much I can do about that. I'm just really busy this year. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm Dana Talverk, and everyone, I hope you have a great time. Bye.